Ladies and gentlemen, was not expecting this at all, but we are live to talk about not an important Bills trade, but still some news to be had. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to this breaking news edition of Believers Talk. We are going to talk about a recent trade by the Buffalo Bills. Again, not a big trade, not something that's going to make headline news. In fact, what the Buffalo Bills gave up doesn't go into effect until 2023, and that's only if it goes into effect at all. Hey, Truth to Hearts, good to see you on here again, breaking down some news for our Buffalo Bills as everyone is getting in here. First of all, hey, thank you. Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, guys, you want to hit that subscribe button. Hey, Elliot. Hey, Brian. Good to see you guys in here. You want to hit that subscribe button for continual breaking Buffalo Bills news. Gonna have you covered. Hey, remember Old-Fashioned Trousers. Happy to have you guys here. Gonna have you covered on all breaking Buffalo Bills news, no matter if it's small, large, doesn't matter. We have you covered right here. So hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Maybe share this video. Greetings from Germany. Always good to see you in here. Glad that you're in here, Stefan. We'll look forward to seeing you on those live streams of the Buffalo Bills games. Those are coming up here, guys. Again, less than 2 weeks till the NFL season, so we're very, very excited. So, the breaking news today from Buffalo. I remember. But the break news today out of Buffalo is the Bills did make a trade with the Carolina Panthers. So, surprise, surprise, the Bills make a move with the Panthers. You never heard that before, right? But the Buffalo Bills trade with the Carolina Panthers for inside linebacker Andre Smith. We trade, the Buffalo Bills get Andre Smith. The Carolina Panthers get a 2023 conditional 7th round pick. Now, the conditions of those picks have yet to be heard. I'm pretty sure it's something along the lines of you make the team, they make the 53-man roster, the Carolina Panthers get the pick. I think that's probably going to be something that you hear with this conditional pick. But it's a 2023 7th round pick. And to take a stab at a guy, I think it's worth it. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. But when you're talking about future assets, especially that far in the future, the Brandon Beane can get some more of those picks back later on. It's going to be pretty low pickings in the 7th round anyhow for most cases. So you're happy to see the Buffalo Bills kind of move ahead of the waiver wire because this guy was going to be cut by the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Beane said, no, we could definitely get him in here and we could definitely make something happen potentially because this guy has not been in the NFL all that long, and he might have some talent there. We did not get McCaffrey. No, we did not get McCaffrey. We haven't got Leonard Fournette. How about that news? Wasn't that bombshell this morning? We haven't got anyone like that, but we did get Andre Smith, inside linebacker. And like I said, we gave up a 2023 conditional 7th round pick. So Andre Smith was drafted in the 7th round of the 2018 NFL draft by the Carolina Panthers. He played college football at the University of North Carolina. He was a Tar Heel. And in 27 games, he racked up 187 tackles. We're seemingly look for LB and CB depth, so not too surprised. Yeah, these are two positions that I said we need some depth in, and if you think about what this could potentially mean, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, it makes perfect sense. So he spent 27 games playing in North Carolina. Like I said, 187 tackles. We can call the Bills the Panthers of the East. Absolutely. He had 2 sacks and 2 interceptions during those games as well. He's only played in 19 games since he's been drafted, but that doesn't even tell you the whole story, okay? Out of those 19 games, he's only had 8 tackles. Hey, Miguel, good to see you in here. Again, guys, as you're strolling in here, hit that thumbs up button, like this video as we're breaking down the Buffalo Bills news. Again, not a big trade, not something that a lot of Bills fans are going to be excited about, but as Elliot said, this adds depth, and any player that gets brought into Buffalo, you have to see, I guess I said McKenzie did not work out at corner. Well, they're giving him another shot. But you have to take it seriously. You have to wonder, does this guy play special teams? Because when you look at his special teams numbers, he played more special team snaps for the Carolina Panthers than any other Panther last season, playing on 65% of the special team snaps. So that's kind of a big deal. And Tywan Jones recently from the Buffalo Bills got injured, and he was brought in to be a special teams guy. So the injury to Tywan Jones and the trade to get Andre Smith kind of come at a time where you can see the two correlate, right? You can see the correlation there between the two, and possibly you bring in Andre Smith for some special teams help. And again, as Elliott said, add some depth at that linebacker position. Again, during training camp, we didn't hear too much about A.J. Klein, how he was doing. So we might need some depth. Not sure what's going to happen with Matt Milano. Still have his contract out there as well. So you have to have some guys on the backup just in case something is to happen. This could definitely be a practice squad guy, someone who could fill in for special teams. If the Tywan Jones injury is something a little more serious, then definitely look at Andre Smith to potentially get a roster spot. Now, again, he could just be a training camp body, right? He could be someone brought in the last week of training camp. And again, this is the only week where the press won't really be allowed in to see what the Buffalo Bills are doing. So they bring in an Andre Smith. Just try him out. You have 90 players. Again, you have till Saturday at 4 p.m. to get this roster down. Glad to see Diggs not on the injury list, Connor says. And yeah, that was announced today when Coach McDermott was asked about the injuries. Stephon Diggs was not on the list, so that means he was probably participating in practice. As Elliott says, 13 more days till game day. So again, guys, hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. We'll continue to keep you updated on everything going on with the Buffalo Bills, including the most recent news, the Buffalo Bills trading for linebacker Andre Smith. Like I said, played 65% of special team snaps for the Carolina Panthers last season, the most out of any Carolina Panther player. So he might have been brought in for special teams. He had 8 tackles in his 19 games played, and you're thinking that's not good. But when you break it down, he's actually only played 36 snaps on defense total. So out of 36 snaps, he's been involved in 8 tackles. That's actually a pretty good percentage of playing time, compared to playing time. So we'll take that. Again, we have a defensive coordinator, Leslie Frazier. We have a head coach and Coach Sean McDermott, who are great defensive minds who can put these players in a position to succeed. Maybe they see something, and if they do, what a steal. Listen, if you talk about a guy who only plays 65% of special team snaps this season and does pretty well doing it, that's worth a conditional 7th round pick. That's worth it to me. And I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think that would definitely help this team out. Again, it's a conditional 7th round pick in 2023. Do you want to know how many 7th round picks Brandon Beane can pick up between now and 2023? It's not that hard to do. In fact, we expect that to happen this season with all the depth we talk about with this Buffalo Bills team at wide receiver, at some of these other positions. We expect for Brandon Beane to possibly trade some players this week. So again, you want to make sure you hit that notification bell, because when those trades happen, we're going to have you covered right here, no matter how big, no matter how small. Again, Andre Smith might not make the 53-man roster. Andre Smith might only play special teams. We might not even be giving up that 7th round pick in 2023. This all might be for naught. We'll find out in a week. I'm all about depth in special teams. Our special teams unit needs to tighten up based on the last few seasons. Elliott says, I completely agree with you. The last 2 seasons on special teams have not been what we've been expecting from our special teams unit. So we need more from them. And hopefully this is one of those signings that helps out. Again, if you're talking about a guy who only plays 65% of special team snaps, to me, that's worth a 7th round conditional pick. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Not going to be on here long. Again, this is breaking news. Most people probably are going to just go past this, but we're not going to put the Bills on list who could have a need for Fournette. I personally don't think we have a need for Fournette. I tweeted it out earlier. I'll talk about this for a minute. So if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Our running back room is pretty full. And is Leonard Fournette better than, let's say, TJ Yeldon? Absolutely, right? Absolutely. But we have 2 young studs in Singletary Moss, or at least we hope we have 2 young studs in Singletary Moss. Leonard Fournette is going to be looking to be a starter. He's going to be looking for the carries, and he deserves them. Great talent. But when you talk about what Leonard Fournette means off the field, that might be a little bit of a distraction, a little bit too much of a distraction for Coach McDermott, for Brandon Beane. Again, they talk about culture. 2 years ago, when we've played the Jaguars and got into a fight, who was the guy who caused that fight? Leonard Fournette. So the Bills are not going to forget that. Coach McDermott's not going to forget that, and it's all about a culture fit. Elliot says, hard pass. Hey, Evil Crazy, how you doing? Again, thank you guys for joining me. I did just want to break this news to you. The Buffalo Bills complete a trade today. And, you know, completing a trade is a little bit easier for us Bills fans than it is for the Jets and Dolphins right now, apparently. So, yeah, we're good with Singletary and Moss. We're fine there. We got the veteran in TJ Yeldon. So if we need a veteran presence, we have that. No need to have Leonard Fournette there. I think that we have a great complement of running backs, and they complement each other well. And if we bring in Leonard Fournette, it's just going to confuse things a little bit back there, right? A lot of people don't know what Bills fans think they have in Singletary and Moss, and so they're going to be fast to say, oh, they could use a guy like Leonard Fournette. We're not going to use Leonard Fournette. Before the missus gets mad. Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully she's a little happier and, you know, she'll be all right. But I did want to break this news to you guys. The Buffalo Bills trade for Andre Smith, linebacker, formerly of the Carolina Panthers, that we give the Carolina Panthers a conditional 2023 7th-round draft pick. So again, guys, thank you for joining me on this edition of Believers Talk, where we break the news to you about this trade. If you have a comment, leave it in the comment section. Happy to answer you guys at any time. And again, if you haven't already subscribed, if you haven't already hit that notification bell, do that right now. 2020 season just around the corner. I'm excited. I know you guys are excited as well. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment. I'll look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.